Good morning, everyone. This is, I don't know what stream number this is actually, but I know it's very early for some of you. Um, it's 9 a.m. here in Scotland. I think it's 4 a.m. This was scheduled for an Eastern time. So, yeah, very early for some people. Let me just see. So, we have some people here already. Um, we have Kay here, who I don't think has slept much. Have you slept, Kay? I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Uh, we also have Stephanie. Eris Callisti. I'm not sure if I said that right. Anyway, I haven't streamed in a while, so you'll have to forgive any awkwardness. This is my attempt to get back into writing again. I had an awful lot of procrastination last year. Then when I finally got things sorted, getting a schedule, routine done and all that, um, my son had a bit of a mental health crisis and I had to help with that. So that took a lot of my own mental bandwidth to deal with that. But I'm hopeful this is going to be the year I'll finally get this first draft into some kind of well, sorted, basically. Anyway, the under 1K marathon is very relaxed. We also have here, if I can show it, this is the scavenger hunt that people, you know, put things forward for. I meant to do a steampunk gnome. You know, like these little guys. I made this one, but a steampunk version. But he never got finished in time. He's still sitting without I got his hat made, but that's been about it anyway. So, yes. Although I notice there's a Scotland mug here. Being Scottish, you're like, "Way." Uh, right. So, what's everybody going to be working on today? I'm going to be doing writing today. Um, I've got another stream the same time tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, and then Saturday afternoon. I won't be writing each time. Um, yeah, I did. I usually needle felt them, and I've sold some of those, but this is the first time trying an actual fabric one. So it was easier than I thought. So your claim to fame will be waking up. Yeah. Well, honestly, any stream I've been, following along with, you've been there, so that's why I'm saying, do you sleep? Because you seem to be on every one. I was working yesterday morning. I'm on holiday for the rest of the week, but yesterday morning I was up at 5, worked till 2, and then I followed along, but I wasn't really doing much writing. So I'm not going to start blethering on because that'll take a while. We'll maybe get started with a 25-minute sprint, if that's okay with everybody. I'm eager to get started. So like I said, I'm hoping this will kickstart getting back into writing a lot, or as much as I can. I always say a lot and then it gets overwhelming. You do what you can. So anyway, let's get started with a 25-minute sprint. That scared the crap out of me, I have to admit. I don't know if I'll do the 5 minutes. Um, mm, Gonna pause that. Do that. Yeah, so I thought I was trying to think of something fun to do, just a little games, and I thought very early in the morning for a lot of people, you don't want anything too difficult. So I did this little quote and Kay got it right. It was Mushu from Mulan. I thought, yeah, everybody knows some Disney quotes. I'm going to take that off. So, how did everybody do in that one? What have I got? Oh, maths. So I got about 421 words in that one. I tried to stop myself. You know what it's like when you're writing something and you're like, "Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all." But it's like, "No, just keep going. Fix it later." So, welcome back. Yeah. Only for a page. 10:30. Casey, she never watched the movie. That's a gift. Yeah. I always think there's. Do you know what? I was so annoyed with the live action movie because they didn't have Mushu in it. He was my favourite character, but he wasn't there. Not that it was a good movie anyway, but we won't go into that. So I have got some little peppermint tea here that I've been enjoying. I've been trying to drink more herbal tea. So if I'm not feeling too good, I drink that. Is it lemon and ginger with a little bit of honey? It's really nice. Anyway, how did everybody do? I did ask that question, didn't I? Like I say, I'm not used to streaming anymore. I'm a bit awkward now. Ugh. So I've also planning. Oh, something to show you. Because I also like to journal. I don't know. I had to close my curtain because it gets so bright in here. And this web camera, I can't figure out how to. There's nothing to like dim it. So even the slightest bit of light, it goes really bright, and I look like a ghost. But anyway, this is what I've done. I made a little spread in my journal. This is for the Authortube and Booktube under 1K marathon. So I've got my streams in there. I did put some down for co-hosting. I was co-hosting on Sunday, but I forgot I've got a family meal on the Sunday, so I couldn't do it. And then I forgot to put my name down for other ones because I was working and trying to get things organised and that sort of thing. So yes, I've got a little place here. I'll put my daily word counts. I haven't put in yesterday's. Not that it was much. It was like 44 words or something. And I'll put the total word and all that. But yeah, I was quite pleased with that. That's in my usual, like my February thing. I did have a I did have a separate writing journal, but because I was procrastinating and things like that, it just never got filled out. So, I had that and I would do the weeks and things like that, and it just never got anywhere. So what I changed to do is just in my normal one, I just did a separate page for the writing, and that's in my everyday journal. I have all these on a separate channel because I've also got a reading journal and a supplementary reading journal as well that I've been working on. I might show them later. But I do like my journals, I have to say. And I think with a lot of writers as well, especially, we love a good notebook. So Who's I apologise if I say this wrong, by the way. It is Callisti. That's how I read it. I got 2 sentences done between being bothered by the cats. Well, that's no bother really, is it? And besides, you have to do what they say because, you're their servant, really. They're the overlords. I think that's what so many feline overlords call them. Yeah, so do I. I've been clearing out here because I'm in such a small space now. And I was trying to keep all the notebooks I have, and I thought, "Do you know what? No, I'm going to have to get rid of some." And, I maybe threw out 3 out of about 30. But it's a start. We're getting there. So oh, Kay's waiting for some coffee. Ugh. I don't drink coffee, I have to say. I even don't like the smell. But I do like a nice latte, which is essentially coffee, so go figure. Right. Um, oh, I never what is everybody working on? I have got this is my I think in my vlogs, my channel, I'd said I'd done a first draft for a cozy fantasy mystery, and then this was a contemporary witchy fantasy. And then the procrastination hit because I couldn't figure out which one to start on first, and then when I got that sorted, the crisis from the sun happened. So I figure I'm going to do the contemporary witchy fantasy first, and that's what I'm doing now. I've been editing what I had, and these chapters, I'm adding in new chapters, because I want to, because it has Arthurian elements in it. I thought I would add in some actual chapters with um, King Arthur. So I've had to do a little bit of research, which includes watching the TV series Merlin, because why not? I used to absolutely love that program, and it's watching it now, you think, "Oh, they're all so young." But yeah, so I'm hoping to add this with this week, add in the new chapters. They're not going to be long chapters as long as what I usually do, I'm thinking. Um, so these will be a little bit shorter, but I'm hoping to get them done. I think I need to put in 5. I've got my notes somewhere. 5. Hopefully they'll get done this week, and then because I've edited up past I just put a place mark where that chapter would be, and then I've continued editing on. But I was thinking, "No, I need to put it in because they need to kind of connect somehow." So that's what I'm doing. I know, Merlin was awesome, and I absolutely watching it again, I realised how much I really like Gaius's workshop. The set designers or decorators, whatever they're called, did a great job. So I just want some of the books, to be honest. Right. I'm going here, and I'm going to do this now. Can I skip the break? It'll be another 25-minute sprint, and we'll get back afterwards. Oh yeah, I can do. I've not used Focus before, but I do like how it's got the animated backgrounds, and you can change them. I did think of this one, or there was a cozy cabin. Could always do the cozy cabin next, maybe. But anyway, another 25-minute sprint, and I'll see you on the other side. Mute myself, forgot. And another one done. I'm gonna skip break. Mm. Yes. And this, has anybody got it? No. This was Flynn from Tangled that said this. I haven't watched Tangled in absolute years. I did like that film a lot. Oh, and this kiwi's off to bed. Well, good night. Have a good sleep. Get rested, and we'll see you again. Well, for your tomorrow. Kay has got her coffee, she's got her documents open, and is somewhat awake, getting breakfast. Oh, yes. Yep, you got it. So yeah, that was Flynn from Tangled. I did like that character. Now some of these quotes, they were there was a few that were very kind of they're they're more for adults. Adults will get them more sort of thing. I tried to get the cleaner ones because there was some that were a bit, yeah, I don't think we'll do that. So what did I get for that one? That's what I'm doing. I got, oh God, maths again. So I would say that was but 387 I got there. That's yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I had a toilet break and all that, so obviously a little less. I don't really mind. Even I got 2 words, that would have been progress. That's what I'm thinking. So let me know what y'all did for that one. And we have somebody else joining us. We have E.L. Summers. Needs to get more coffee. I mean, I knew there wouldn't be many people about, not this time when it's like 4 a.m. for a lot of people, and maybe even earlier. I'm not sure. I'm not good with time zones. I panicked when I think Stephanie's streamed before. I think she has some tech gremlins, but when I clicked on it because I wanted to follow the playlist, so then it would be mine, and it wasn't. It was said it was still waiting for Stephanie, and I was like, "Oh no, I've put the wrong time for my stream. It's going to be all wrong." But then it was no. The tech gremlins got her. I checked all of my stuff. Yeah, it's got another sentence. Yep, progress is progress. Absolutely. When I streamed before, I used to do it quite regularly, and oh, wait a minute, I'm doing this. Do that. Get rid of that for a minute. I used to, yeah, stream regularly, but my laptop got really old. I mean, it was about 8, 10 years old by that point, and it would just glitch. It would freeze. It would do all sorts of things, and like the timer as well would just not, because I've made quite a lot of countdown timers, and I would use them, but then they would freeze, pause, and then it would be like speed up to like caught up again, and then it would be, oh. So this time I have a new laptop, but what I thought I would try is, let me do this. Doing 2 things at once, I can't do it multitasking. I got an Ethernet cable. I mean, I did try without that, and it was all fine, but I thought, "No, guaranteed something will happen, and I'll not be able to it'll just do the same, it'll freeze, do whatever." So I got an Ethernet cable and then realized that new laptops don't have the little port that they go into, so I had to then get an adapter for said Ethernet cable. So I've done that, and it all seems to be working fine. I mean, it could have worked fine before with just my Wi-Fi, but I didn't want to chance it. That is something I can try another time when it's not, it's just myself doing it. So anyway, that that was my little technical thing. What else was I going to say? There was something. Oh, yes, I wanted to show you this. Now, do you know how sometimes you can be out and about having a little walk and then something just inspires you? So I took this photo. I was on a walk with my daughter and my granddaughter and the dog, obviously, through it's Dalbeattie Woods, which is like next town over. And I just took this picture and I just thought, that is just beautiful. This is what could be coming down that road. It was even early morning, but it looks early morning. It's just the way the sun slants through the trees and all that. And I thought, that is just beautiful. There is some beautiful areas through here. I'll have to maybe get some more photos up and show you. But yeah, it just things like that can just spark a little creativity. So that has certainly helped me get my mojo back, as they say, just to get yeah, back into the groove of writing. But yeah, that I just thought that was she was just walking along going, "Oh, look at that. That is just absolutely stunning. I'm going to take a picture." So this was taken I'm in the southwest of Scotland, so there's quite a lot of wooded paths paths and things like that, walks that you can take. Um, and that was just along one of those. And it was just I think it was the time of it was actually closer to lunchtime. And it was just the way the sun was coming through. It was just beautiful. My granddaughter came a cropper, though she's just 3. She's 3 years old, just turned at the end of October, and she's into 5 to 6-year-old clothes already. All the mothers out there will know that. Oh, but anyway, we were going. It was quite a steep look. Well, it was a wee slope, but it's quite stony, and there was tree roots and things like that. She slipped and fell. That was all fine. Took another couple of steps, slipped and fell, and there was this tiniest little thin tree root that went right between the bum cheeks, basically, and hit the base of her spine. And you know how painful that was. And that was it. That was, the walk was ruined after that, even though she'd seen ducks and things. It was ruined, and I just could not help but, you get those sympathy pains when something like that happens, when you see somebody hurt yourself, you're like, "Oh, that would have been sore." Poor wee thing. Anyway, um, I know, doesn't it? Just hearing it, and then, of course, they would have to put her in her car seat, and she's going, "My bum." You're like, "Bless." But, yeah, we actually have some beautiful walks round here. There's a few beaches that have some really nice walks. There's the RSPB, which is the Royal Society for Protection of Birds. They have a really nice walk, that people can go along. Don't ask me what birds we're seeing. They're, you know, white white seabirds. They're not seagulls. They're the little funny ones that walk really fast. I keep wanting to call them sand skippers or something like that. I don't think that's the right thing. Anyway, yeah, we have some absolutely beautiful, beautiful walks around here. It is a lovely part of the country. There's many different parts of the country that are just as beautiful, but I'm quite partial to my own area, I have to say. Sandpipers, yes, that's it. I knew somebody would know. Sand skippers. And I was getting there. So, how did everybody do? I think Air's got another sentence. Everybody's just kind of, getting started. Because, like I say, it is very early for some people. I was lucky. It's now 10:15 for me. Um, so had a nice. I'm usually up at 5 for my work. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. Some nice lemon juice. A little tip when you come to Scotland, we call squash or cordial diluting juice because it's juice you dilute. So if I ever come here and you get a bit confused when people ask you about diluting juice, that's what it is. It's just squash or cordial that you dilute. A little Scottish thing there for you. And I distracted myself again. Anyway, shall we get into another sprint? Is everybody wanting to go, or do you need a little more time? Oh, it's still 5 a.m. there. Yeah. I know what it's like. I mean, I get up at 5 from my work. I work in a bakery that's just along the road and I cycle. And honest to God, at that time of the morning, it's like 5:45 by the time I'm going along because I start at 6. It's far too early for that kind of strenuous activity, but I do it because I have to work. So let me get, what time am I at? I'm at 1:15. If I do another 25 and then I could do maybe a sort of 10-minute one after that, and that would take us to the 11 o'clock mark for, um, it's Heather. Heather, that's the next sprint, I'm sure. Yes, so I think that's what I'll do. We'll do another 25 minutes. I'm bright again. Look, I'm all washed out. Not that it matters. Not here to see me. Um, Another 25 minutes. I need to add, yeah, because I changed it to a nice cozy cabin. Uh, Another 25 minutes and then maybe a 5-minute break and then 10 minutes. Yeah, that sound good? I'm doing it anyway. I'm asking you, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so let's get going with the next 25 minutes. What am I going for? That one. That'll do it. I got more maths. Can you tell that I don't like maths? 410 that time. That was quite good. And let me know how you guys did. If you managed anything, even if it was just getting another coffee. For this quote, Kay got it right. It was Meg from Hercules. One of my favourite characters. I thought Meg was great. Some of our one-liners were just quite funny. So I had my the postman came. I was supposed to get a parcel delivered yesterday, and they didn't turn up. So I thought, oh, it'll come today, bang in the middle of my stream, and I just kept my fingers crossed that it was when we were actually sprinting and not, in between breaks. And it did. You came. I've got some new trainers for work because when you're on your feet for 8 hours, it gets a bit sore in the feet if you don't have anything decent on. Yes, math is hard. I don't know. Math is hard any time for me. Okay, got some planning done. My brain is still buffering. So yeah, I have got, like I say, quite a few words in today. I've nearly finished this. Because like I say, they're going to be shorter chapters. Finish the paragraph. Oh, right. There's a reason for this struggle. I'd have written a scene with an exciting fight, and then I realised the timeline did not allow this to happen. But you got the paragraph finished, so you just, Thank you. Yeah, at least you'll have that paragraph to slot in wherever you need to. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll have this chapter finished today and maybe the next one started, because obviously not just my sprints, streams, there's going to be other people. So I'm not too far off this because, like I say, they're going to be shorter chapters to slot into the main story. Oh yeah, I'm quite excited about that, and I have got something that's under a pile of stuff that I can't show you just now. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on my time. I'm thinking. It's 1:45. I was going to do another 10-minute one. Or should I just make it a 5-minute one, just to make sure? I should maybe have sorted this a bit. Well, I can do this for the next stream, Nothing's set in stone. It's nothing that has to be done a certain way. We could have a 5-minute. Oh, I kept my time. No, let me see. Let me do this while I'll just talk to myself. I've done that a lot of time. It's when you answer yourself, that's when it gets a bit tricky. What am I doing? This one. Going to give you yes. We'll just kind of keep on talking for a bit and then maybe do 5 minutes, and then I can finish a wee bit earlier, just so people have got time to get themselves sorted and get to Heather's stream. I'll remove this a minute. So just to make sure everybody's seen this is the scavenger hunt. And heads up, I'm not on this. I've nothing on this, so you don't have to worry about that. It was like I say, Did plan have something planned, but I didn't get it finished in time, so I'll just have to well, maybe I actually continue making it, and I can always show it on just so if anybody's nosy, we can, just show it off because I won't just be writing, like I say, I will be doing some crafts as well. I want to make my mum something. It's her partner's I know. Thought the Scotland mug. So there must be somebody either that somebody's been to Scotland and has bought a souvenir. Um, yeah, it's my mother's partner's 80th on Sunday. That's what it's actually Thursday's birthday, but the Sunday meal is for his 80th. That's why I couldn't do the co-host that I'd put my name down for. Um, so I might make her something for that. So I might do that in later streams. Because like I say, it's not just writing, it's whatever gets your creativity going or makes you feel productive. I will be doing some journaling as well for that. So I'm going to start this 5 minute sort of a cool down timer thing. Just to get us I can just tidy up some of the stuff in here, and then we will sorry, something distracted me there. I always get easily distracted, going, "Ooh, something's shiny." I'm gonna take this one off. The next quote, this is, was like I say, some of these quotes were a bit on the naughty side because they are for adults, but I'll put it up anyway. And then we'll go to our timer, and we'll do 5 minutes, sort of a 5-minute cool down. I like the sound of that. There, we're done. Now, this quote was from the genie from Aladdin. Not 100% sure it's accurate, to be honest, but I'll maybe have to watch the film again. Um, so yeah, I just did a few more words there. Wow, another 100 words. So that's good. I'm on a roll, and I'm hoping to keep it going for the rest of this week. Like I say, I'm on holiday. I'm wanting to get a lot of this done. I'm hoping to have all these extra chapters done by the end of the holiday. Thank you everyone for joining me. There are the links below to the end of the marathon survey, things like that. You'll see. And enjoy the rest of the marathon. I will be back again this time, same time tomorrow and Thursday, and then I'll be on Saturday. It's Saturday afternoon for me. I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we'll have fun again tomorrow. I'll have to try and find some different quotes. I was thinking maybe classic novel, maybe Jane Austen quotes. I've been on a Jane Austen kick since the new Bridgerton series dropped on Netflix. Not that that's the same. But yeah. So thank you very much. That was very loud, sorry. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the marathon, and remember, it's not stressful. Keep it relaxed, enjoy yourself, and just have fun. Okay? Bye.